Hello, welcome back to my channel and to the finished house tour. You may have been following along since I bought the house, or you might have seen a couple of the last renovation vlogs, or this might be the first video of mine you've ever seen. I purchased a 2-bedroom mid-terrace house in North Yorkshire in July last year, and I've been renovating it ever since. So if you want to see what I've done to it, there is a playlist in my channel that I'll try and remember to link below. But yes, as I said, this is the fully finished house tour. It's going on the market tomorrow as a rental property. So I wanted to show you the finished result. Mainly to document it for myself, but I know there's quite a few people that have been following along and would like to see it as well. So yeah, hope that you enjoy. So we'll start at the front step. I really like the front step. It's got the original marble and tiles, and I've recently painted the inside of the door. This is the hallway. Now, it's almost 7 o'clock at night, and this is still how light it is without any lights on. So we've got the fan light above the door, the fan light in the door, and then a little step and the oak effect laminate flooring. It's a cool toned oak, and it's called Gladstone Natural from B&Q. Ahead of us would originally have been the staircase. However, previously they've changed the staircase, and in here we have a storage cupboard, perfect for shoes and coats. So we've just got a coat rack in there and another cupboard above it because of how tall the ceilings are. And then through this door we come into the front room. So the oak flooring, or oak effect flooring, runs through both reception rooms and the hallway. And this is the front room. So it's just pure brilliant white on the walls and the woodwork to keep it nice and bright and fresh. These doors took a lot of jiggery pokery to get to hang properly. They are, this isn't the original door, but it was here before, and it had been pretty badly damaged, so that took some restoration work. All the electrics in the house have been redone, not rewired, but more sockets and switches and light fixtures have been replaced. The only original light fixtures, I say original, I mean original to when I purchased the property, are the 2 sconces on the wall and this chandelier here, or candelabra really, isn't it? But it's still got the original cornice, and I'm not sure if the ceiling rose is original or not, but it's quite pretty. And then we have this gas fireplace, which I don't really like. However, the cost of replacing it, ripping it out, wasn't worth it. So this was a beach effect wood before, and I just painted it white and got some nice linen curtains from H&M Home. So if I turn you around, there is an archway through to the rear reception room. And you can see here where they've relocated the staircase to. This is actually the bigger of the 2 rooms. Personally, I would use this as the living room. You could get a nice corner sofa along there. For anyone who's followed me for a while, you'll know that I was originally going to move in here myself and do in fact own a sofa that would fit this space. But anyway, that's another story. Under the stairs, we boxed all that in. Originally, the staircase had open treads on it, but I wanted to make it into a traditional staircase. So that's all being boxed in and painted, because all the woodwork that you see was mahogany originally. And this, I'm feeling 70s or 80s, judging by the style of the staircase when this was done. The house was built in 1900. Again, in here, just the linen curtains. We've got the typical 70s heating system with a monolithic radiator. The radiator in the front room is a lot smaller because I had to have that one replaced because it split on me. And anyone that's been watching will know I've had a whole new heating system put in because the boiler broke. So in this corner, we have a floor to ceiling cupboard, and the reason for that is because in that bottom cupboard, the gas meter is located. Then we've got a really nice display cupboard in the middle and some more storage on top. This house does have very, very good storage. Then we come into the kitchen. I've put the artificial lights on because it was a bit darker back here. So I haven't changed the flooring. It's good enough to keep. If I was moving into it myself, I probably would have changed it. And the kitchen, if I was moving in myself, I wouldn't have changed it because of the cost. And it's actually really well fitted. So if we look round, I'll just do a pan round. you'll see that they've maximised all of the wall space. Well, there's literally only that space there, but it would be in the way, and floor space for units. So you've got your gap for your fridge there. It's not ideal next to the radiator, but the cost of moving that and where would you move it to, not worth it. So yeah, double cupboards top and bottom, oven, brand new gas hob, extractor fan, single cupboard, double cupboard. And then at the back here, we've got a massive pantry cupboard. So this has amazing storage for all of your dry goods, and all the shelves in there are ready to go. The back bit of the kitchen, you'll see here, there is a lintel. This originally would have been split into a coal store and an outside toilet. But obviously when they moved the bathroom inside, they turned this into, well, they knocked through and extended the kitchen. So the kitchen would originally have just been this section here, so quite a bit smaller. And then we have the same again over here. However, this one is a bit mucky because it's the boiler cupboard. You can see where the cutout there remained the 70s monolith cast iron boiler. The old owners had put a combi boiler in here and not taken the old one out. Anyway, the combi boiler that they had put in was a cheap brand and 13 years old, and it broke. So this is a brand new ideal boiler. It's the iMini, which this is boring, but you might be interested. It's exactly the same as the standard C30. It's just more compact and doesn't have the fancy screen. However, all the guts inside are exactly the same, and it's about a third to 40% cheaper than the standard C30. But yeah, this will be perfect for a cleaning cupboard. Leave your Hoover and your mop bucket in there. And then down here, single cupboard, space for your washing machine, double cupboard and your sink, and the window, a little Venetian blind, and a last single cupboard. And then we have the back door, which goes outside. So we have this wonderful 80s, 90s mismatched patio. It's quite a decent sized yard. This bottom bit here is about 6 by 6 meters. We've got the new fence that my dad put up. So it's the feather edge boarding the whole way around, and then it drops down a little bit here to the back alleyway. And then we have a gate which opens outwards, and the bins just sit at the other side of the fence, but I'm not going to show you them because they show you which council I'm with and what the property number is, so that wouldn't be too wise of me, would it? So if we head back inside, as you'll see, it's a very standard layout for a Victorian terrace, apart from the staircase really. So we'll go upstairs. This carpet is brand new. Well, all the flooring in the whole house is apart from the bathroom and kitchen. And this is actually 80% wool. It's an 80-20 wool blend carpet. Didn't specifically opt for that because usually they're about 50 quid a square metre. But my carpet fitter had this in storage and did me a really good price on it, which you will know if you've seen my renovation vlogs. So here we have the landing, and I'll take you into the bathroom. So from back when the house would have had its original boiler that wasn't a combi boiler, they put in an airing cupboard which would have had the hot water tank in. It's of course since been taken out, but it's brilliant storage for whoever moves in. All your towels and bedding. You could even get suitcases in the bottom bit there, it's so large. I did consider ripping it out, but the bathroom's actually such a good size, there was no need to, especially when it's such good storage. And what's cute is that on the end here, above the toilet roll holder, we have a little medicine cabinet. How sweet is that? So yeah, you can store all your toiletries in there. We have the nice blue mosaic tile. This was here before, but the walls were magnolia, so I painted them blue to match the tiles. And we've got a new radiator because the old one was rusty, which wasn't absolute eyesore. I ended up keeping the original bathroom suite, but just changing the fixtures. So the toilet got a new seat, soft close, quick release, easy to clean. New taps for the sink. This mirror was already here. New mixer tap for the bath, which to be fair, looks pretty new anyway. And new bath panels because the old ones are yellowed and cracked. And then over here, we haven't changed anything to do with the shower because it actually looks like it's recently been changed anyway. So this shower enclosure with an electric shower in it. So you've got a separate bath and shower, which is nice. But yeah, like I say, that shower actually looks relatively new. And you'll notice the original doors are still upstairs, which I'm so pleased about. I love an original feature. I sanded these back because they were horrible mahogany stain before. Feel free to watch the original house tour when I first bought the place. I will try and remember to link that and you will see the difference. All of the tongue and groove that you see was orangey pine, so that has had several coats of white satin wood paint. The same with the airing cupboard too, and it just looks so much better for it. So down the landing, it's quite a narrow landing and it has a radiator, which is quite nice. You don't often see that on landings. I'll take you into the smaller bedroom first. So you definitely still get a double bed in here because it is sort of, I think it's 2.7 that way. And then front to back, it's about 4 meters. So it's a really good size, you know, for a child, or if it's a professional couple that live here, then, you know, have this as the office perhaps, if they're working from home. Again, original pine door, lovingly restored by me. I just used the Osmo clear door oil on it and it came up a treat. This one had to get new hardware because the hardware was missing on it. So typical standard rim lock and a nice hook on the back of it. And again, upstairs, all new light switches, sockets and light fittings. And finally, we have the main bedroom, the big bedroom. This is obviously the full width of the house, so it's about 4.5 meters wide and 3.5 meters deep. So it's a really, really good size. You've got options of where you could place your furniture in here. You could, if it was me, I would actually put my bed along there facing the window, and then you have that whole run of wall to put wardrobes down. You do have a fitted wardrobe, which we've put new handles on, but it's really shallow because it's just the alcove next to the chimney breast. This still has the old carpet in it. So imagine if I just take a snapshot of that, that was the average condition of the house when I bought it throughout. In fact, a lot of it was worse than that. So you've just got a little shelf in there and then another cupboard above, again, because of how high the ceilings are. We've got, I think they're about 9.5 foot, these ceilings. And the piece de resistance is the original cast iron fireplace. Let's see if we can change the exposure to show you the detailing. It's just painted in this black gloss paint. I haven't changed that, that's how it was when I bought the place. And it just finishes the room off really nicely. It's my favourite room in the house, is this. Such a good size, really, really good main bedroom. And then, yeah, this is just looking back down the landing, back toward the bathroom. And like I say, to say it's almost 7 o'clock, in fact, it's 3 minutes past 7, and we're currently still in April. It's a really nice light area. So yeah, I think I just sounded a bit like an estate agent the whole time I filmed that, but like I say, if you want to see what I've done to the place, feel free to watch the renovation vlog, because I didn't want to bang on too much about it, because for those of you who already know, it's a bit boring to hear it again. Effectively, this place had to be taken back to brick downstairs and built back out again. There were a lot of bumps in the road along the way. So yeah, it's a bit of a funny one really, because as I've mentioned before, I was originally going to move into this place myself, and it still feels quite strange to think that I'm not, and that someone else is going to move in here and I won't be able to come round anymore. Unless it's one of my mates, but I sincerely doubt that because most of them have moved away. Anyway, I digress. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. Thank you so much if you've made it to the end, and I'll see you all again really soon with another video.